All right, let's talk about one of the most fun and honestly one of the trickiest parts of kicking off a robotics team, creating your identity. And you know what? It all kicks off with that one big decision, your name.
Oh, you know the feeling. You're in a room with your crew, staring at a totally blank whiteboard and nothing. Yeah, that struggle to find the perfect name, one that just screams innovation and tech, and you? It's a classic first step for pretty much everyone.
And look, this is so much more than just trying to find something that sounds cool. This is probably the first real creative problem you're going to solve together as a team. Nailing it can seriously set a powerful, awesome tone for the entire season.
So why all the fuss? Why does it matter so much? Well, because a name isn't just some label you slap on a t-shirt. It's your signature. It's the first thing anyone ever knows about you. It is the banner you march under when you go into battle.
And this right here is the absolute key. A great name becomes your brand. People hear it and they know exactly who you are. It's the battle cry that gets your blood pumping right before a match. And maybe most important of all, it's that one thing that pulls everyone together, your rallying point.
Seriously, think about it. When the announcer calls your team, you want a name that makes people's ears perk up. A name that says, hey, pay attention, these guys mean business. A killer name builds that inner confidence and projects it to the whole world.
Okay, so how do you actually land on that perfect name? Well, a fantastic place to start is just by figuring out your team's personality. You know, your vibe. Are you the funny, clever ones? The super serious, powerful ones? Let's explore a few themes to get those creative juices flowing.
First up, for the teams who just love a good pun, the punny programmers. We're talking names like Bite Blasters or Resistor Rebels. They're clever, they're memorable, they show you know your stuff, but you also don't take yourselves too seriously. I gotta say, Circuit Surgeons is just chef's kiss. Brilliant.
Or, hey, maybe your team is always looking to the stars. Then you just might be a sci-fi squad. Names like Galactic Guardians or Droid Dominators just sound huge, you know? They really tap into that feeling of adventure and what's possible, which is what robotics is all about.
Then again, maybe your team is just built for the competition. You're not here to mess around. You are here to win. That makes you the power players. Names like Annihilator Bots and Tech Titans they're crackling with energy. They send a very clear signal. We are a force to be reckoned with.
And finally, for all the teams out there that live for the craft, the design, the late nights, the build itself, you are the master builders. Names like Alloy Architects and Future Fabricators put your incredible skill and passion right up front. The key is just finding which one of these feels like home.
But look, those categories, they're just the starting line. The universe of possible names is absolutely massive. So just to show you what's out there, let's do a little rapid-fire round. Don't even try to write these down. Just let them fly by and see if anything clicks. Ready?
You could go with some powerful alliterations, something that just sounds great to say, like digital dynamos.
Or maybe you lean into that idea of wisdom, of being the absolute masters of the craft, you know? Something like the Silicon Sages.
You could even get a little poetic, something that feels both really elegant and super powerful, like ethereal engines.
Or why not jump straight into the future? A name like Hollow Hero sounds like it's from the next generation of tech.
What about a name that hints at the really complex, mind-bending science behind it all? Quantum Questers is perfect for that. It just makes you curious. And of course, you can always go for that competitive, ready-for-anything vibe with something like the Wired Warriors. See? The possibilities are just about infinite.
Whew, okay. So after that brainstorm explosion, it all comes back to the main question. We've seen names that are funny, epic, intimidating, creative, but what is your team's banner going to be? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Picking your name is the first real chance you have to decide, together, who you are and what you're all about. It's the identity that's going to push you to go further and build bigger than you ever thought you could. So I'm going to leave you with this. When you all get together, don't just ask, so what should we call ourselves? Ask a better question. Ask yourselves, what is our battle cry going to be? Now go get creative. Good luck.